Hi, this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me today for our daily Oracle and Tarot card reading. And today's reading will be for Thursday, January the 21st. And we are using the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses Oracle deck by Tony Carmine Salerno. And let's get started with the reading. As I shuffle the deck, I'm asking all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. Goddess of Awakening, Angel of Joyfulness, I see a repeat card here. And Angel of Communication, another repeat card. Something needs to be emphasized, and we're going to do just that right now. We start out with Goddess of Awakening. Beautiful goddess, laying down, her eyes are closed. There's a beautiful star shining on her. The rays of the star are shining upon her body. And the card reads, this is a wondrous time of exploration, romance, and creativity. Again, something joyous, something positive, because we've all had enough of the negative, okay? But we have to embrace both the positive and negative, both the light and dark in our lives, because if you didn't have bad times, you wouldn't know what good times were. So maybe we've been on the receiving end of things that have been very unfair up to this point, with maybe a love interest in your life. Okay, it's saying exploration, romance, and creativity. It's, a beautiful, beautiful, tranquil card where this person is very, how could I say? When I see the star on this card, I think of the star as illuminating something, maybe making something clearer. When I look at a star, the symbol of a star, I think of hope. And, this star shining down on her is shining a ray of hope on her situation. That's how I see this card. That's what I get from Spirit, that there's a sign of hopefulness. And then the next card is Angel of Joyfulness. Okay, and we just had her. And it's saying something wondrous and magical is about to happen. So I hope we're all open to this. Don't allow anything that negatively impacted you recently or within the past few months or even maybe within the past year hold you back from feeling this joy. Because if you're going to be in a negative and bitter frame of mind, you're not going to experience the joy. You're not going to, how could I say, you're not going to be open to it, because if we expect things not to work out, then sometimes we are, how could I say, sometimes we end up fulfilling our own prophecy by doing that, okay? And we don't want to do that. Something positive wants to enter. Allow it. Allow it. Don't think of, what if whatever this is doesn't work out, or how long is this situation going to be? Just go about your daily life. Go about your daily life. Continue giving gratitude for what you have. And be open to whatever this joyous, magical thing is. It really has me interested, because evidently it didn't happen already with the previous day's cards. It's still on its way. Let's see what the last card has to say. Again, it's a beautiful, beautiful card that looks like a mermaid. Okay, and it's a repeat card. And it's telling you to communicate clearly. Don't be afraid to tell it like it is. Sometimes we have to get things out in the open. And I don't like confrontation. I don't like making waves. But sometimes we have to speak up. We have to speak up in order to make a situation better. Maybe you bit your tongue for a long time now, and you realize by keeping quiet, it is not improving the situation. Somebody out there is still scared to communicate with whoever or whatever needs to be discussed. Okay? And maybe this clearly communicating and this joyous event, okay, is going to mean maybe a deeper relationship. Okay? Maybe it's going to take a relationship to a newer level of understanding. But if we don't explain what it is that we need from the people in our life, again, they're not mind readers. Maybe you thought someone intentionally did something to you, and maybe it wasn't meant that way at all. But you gotta communicate. You gotta communicate what it is. And, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? If you try to discuss whatever it is that you need to discuss with someone and they say, I don't want to talk about it, then maybe it's not a good time at that point. But don't give up after that. Continue. Continue to persevere and, find a proper time or place that you need to air what you're feeling inside to the other person. And again, do it in a peaceful, loving way. Speak to them in a quiet manner, but be firm. Try not to point the finger. Try not to raise your voice. And if this person begins to argue with you, the best thing you can do is realize that you're not going to get anywhere when somebody's heated like that. And just walk away. Give them some time to digest what you may have said to them that maybe set them off. Because sometimes people have a very short fuse, and we're hoping that they're on the same wavelength as us when you want to discuss something sensibly. But sometimes, like I said, people feel attacked. Okay? They feel, that you're how could I say? Maybe they feel that you're wanting to start an argument or that you're picking on them. And it's not that way at all. Express yourself kindly, clearly, and in a firm way. And again, if it turns into a heated argument, you're not going to get anywhere with that. It's better just to walk away and maybe, bring the situation up at a later date after the person has had time to calm themselves down. Maybe this is a talk that you have to have with your employer. Maybe it's a talk you have to have with, like I said, a spouse, a partner. Maybe this is a talk you have to have with one of your closest friends. Whatever it is, now is not the time to clam up and not say anything. You need to air out whatever your grievance is with whomever it is, whatever it is. And be open, because it's going to turn out positive. If you've enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel, because I'll be back.